People underestimate how much the world of the audiovisual influences their lives. I asked myself, when will AI become so advanced that its generated content becomes indistinguishable from reality or professional productions? Well, that moment has arrived. With Seedance2, by the creators of TikTok, in mere minutes you can generate clips indistinguishable from film, from captured reality, from animation. It's got high enough fidelity that no one really notices the faults. This is it. This is it. This is the cultural shifting point. They call it democratization of art, but art was already democratized. The word they are looking for is trivialize. It trivializes any type of production, any type of medium, eroding the barriers of skill and difficulty. These may sound initially benign, but it's exactly the contrary. En masse, the value of all generated output will go towards zero due to sheer oversaturation. This is the tragedy of the commons. Fallacies are thrown around comparing this to other tech revolutions, but they are all false equivalencies which fail to diagnose the medium of AI as its own specific beast. The market will be flooded with nigh infinite supply for a dwindling demand, crashing any potential for shared experiences. After an initial phase of AI-generated movies and so on, the medium of AI will steadily force everyone to have essentially an audience of one. Inevitably, in a dopamine rush, everyone will overindulge to the point of numbness and then wonder where the magic went. For what was once special becomes banalized, and no longer there is the curiosity to wonder, wow, how did they make this? What was the vision? Because the answer will always be the same. Everything is a prompt away. Work even a bot or a child could do with no trouble. The de-skilling of entire industries won't just come with existential job loss, but also with the total stagnation and elimination of culture. For culture is when the same thing can find its way into multiple heads. But with algorithmic hypersaturation, there will be no conversation, no wondering what's going on in anyone else's mind. Intense and meticulous work dies in favor of the endless scroll of highly rendered key jingling. An incredible fight scene, for example, that would have been special in the past, is now one of thousands you simply scroll by. How can cultural artifacts arise under such a paradigm? How can they form? There are no hours in a day for the surplus content AI will provide. Its future lies in specifically tailored experiences for the end user, not in the traditional type of consumption of someone else's work. Everyone who thinks humanity is at the helm thanks to prompt engineering is fooling themselves. Nothing is easier to automate than a prompt. It bears repeating that artists right now are the proverbial canaries in the coal mine. Meaning, whatever happens to artists will soon happen to everyone else. I've been following AI far before it became socially relevant, from GANs to early diffusion, and slowly became aware of the threat. Once it took over video, even before it looked any good, it was all over the area of music videos, of which I used to work in. About a year or so ago, investment dwindled in that area, as nearly all music videos employ AI usage in some way or another. Only a small counterculture keeps hiring with any consistency. The rug is being pulled from under our feet, and before we can even get our bearings, another one is pulled. Regulation is never fast enough. Tech advancement is so fast that society only keeps up with the version from 2 or 3 years ago. But the future is now. There is no real adapting to do because there is no new skill. The work is trivial. Only those who own the model stand to gain. There will be no jobs created, or at least not fast enough. And worst of all, our bearings with reality itself will erode. At one point there will be more AI-generated falsity than there is real footage of events. And so, false events might come up as real, and real events pass as fake. Truth will always be too late, so that it won't even get into the mix at all. This can easily snowball into catastrophe, considering all types of nefarious intent that will be optimizing this type of usage. Everything that's comes out of a screen will soon be viewed with maximum doubt or not be trusted at all. Seeing is no longer believing. History ends when we can no longer add up events to one another to solve a string of cause and effect, when information itself faces its own heat death due to irrelevance via hypersaturation. That's what slop is. It's not lower quality output per se, it's when all types of information meet the death of their meaning. So, surviving culture gets pushed offline, lower in number, back to the time and space of local life. Problem is that newer generations do not have a model of the world prior to these inventions, so to pass on any type of real culture becomes exponentially more difficult. So far, only bad behavior really is being rewarded. Who can cheat on the test better with AI? Who can profit from 100 fake books being published every week on Amazon before getting caught? AI influencers, agent bot farms. Our incentives as a society are all becoming quickly rotten. With AI comes the erosion of the middle class and white-collar jobs, and so the creation of a permanent underclass. But there will be pushbacks. And I'm not just talking about lawsuits about copyright infringement. The man versus AI debate will ring stronger than left versus right, than communism versus capitalism, than any other ideological divide, because it is humanity itself that is being trivialized, transformed into something that it's not, where sapience is no longer needed. There will be no culture war when culture as a whole is swallowed up by the artificial. Humanity will have to face the tough reality of class war or become disposable. Or perhaps none of this comes to pass or be recognized because we are lulled passively as AI infects everything and our vocabulary doesn't update past these old debates. We sleepwalking into a meritless dystopia as we lose our leverage. Culture will quickly stagnate as everyone starts wanting a piece of the pie thanks to models such as Seedance and so on. Our reward sensors, overridden with noise to the point of numbness, will then notice we lost something special. After all, the brain is wired to find value in that which it sees scarcely. With artificial abundance, that's gone. Countercultures will form. The internet will die. Reality will become a blur. The trivialization of culture and its given mediums will result in an endless blind amusement that is as unsustainable as it is ubiquitous. As the value of all things produced goes sharply towards zero, though, something will have to happen. I don't know what, but something unpredictable will change the playing field topologically. Our incentive structures won't remain with their current shape, and so we'll start to see a new world coming to be. But right now, the old hasn't died, and the new hasn't yet been born. Now it is a time for monsters. Please read Marshall McLuhan and Neil Postman, and, well, keep thinking.